The screen is pitch black. A single heartbeat thumps. Then another. Faster. A low, mechanical growl rises from the darkness like a sleeping dragon waking up. Suddenly, boom, white steam explodes across the lens, the roar of 10,000 horsepower hits you in the chest, and a voice, low, urgent, almost whispering in your ear, cuts through the chaos. You think ice cream is gentle, cute, innocent. You're wrong. What you're about to see is war. A war against time. Against heat. Against the tiniest mistake that could turn perfection into garbage. This is where your favorite scoop is born, inside a frozen coliseum of steel and fire most people will never lay eyes on. Close the door behind you. Because once we step inside, there's no going back. Red emergency lights flash. A 40-foot-tall stainless steel silo looms like a missile silo ready to launch. Inside it, 30,000 liters of fresh milk, still warm from the cow, screaming toward its destiny. It surges through pipes thick as your thigh, traveling at 60 kilometers an hour. One delay, 1 degree too warm, and bacteria wins. Game over. But they don't let it win. A monstrous pump kicks in, thunder in your bones, slamming the milk into the pasteurizer. 85 degrees Celsius in a heartbeat. You can feel the heat through 6 inches of insulation. Steam claws at the ceiling like it's trying to escape. For 15 deadly seconds the milk is cooked alive, every dangerous microbe burned out of existence, but the flavor, the soul, that stays. That's the knife edge these warriors walk every second. Now watch this. The river of white gold rockets into the separator. A centrifuge spinning at 6,500 revolutions per minute, faster than a Formula One engine, rips cream from milk with surgical violence. You hear the high-pitched scream. You see the cream, thick, golden, almost glowing, spiral out one pipe while the skim races away in another. 2 rivers born from one, split in the blink of an eye. Deeper we go. Gigantic mixing tanks, each one big enough to park a truck inside, yawn open like steel jaws. Sugar cascades in, white blizzards disappearing instantly. Pure Madagascar vanilla, liquid stabilizers, secrets companies would kill to protect, all dumped in by robotic arms that never blink, never tire, never miss by a single gram. Then the beaters descend. Twin blades the size of helicopter rotors churn the mix into a swirling vortex. You can feel the pull just standing near it. Temperature drops. Fast. -6 degrees Celsius inside the tank now. The mix begins to fight back, thickening, clawing at the blades, trying to freeze solid. But these machines were built for the fight. They whip microscopic air bubbles into the mixture, millions of them, tiny pockets that will become the creamy lightness you love. Too few bubbles and it's a brick. Too many and it collapses like foam. They hit the sweet spot every single time, because perfection isn't a goal here. It's the minimum requirement. Now the real madness begins. The half-frozen mix blasts into the continuous freezer, a horizontal torpedo of refrigerated hell. Inside, dasher blades spin at 300 revolutions per minute while refrigerant at -40 degrees lashes the barrel walls. In less than 30 seconds the temperature plunges to -7. The mix explodes into soft, silky ice cream, doubling in volume, fighting to survive. You can hear the screech of steel on steel as it tries to seize up. But the machine is stronger. It forces the ice cream forward, 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 never letting it rest. Out it surges, a thick white serpent racing along an elevated conveyor suspended 20 feet above the floor. Sparks fly from the rails. The whole line vibrates like it's about to tear itself apart. One rupture and 10,000 liters hit the ground. They don't rupture. They never do. Look up. A cathedral of nozzles hovers overhead, each one precision engineered to deliver exactly 92 milliliters in 0.8 seconds. Below them, molds shaped like rockets, dinosaurs, perfect rectangles, scream past at 200 pieces a minute. The ice cream slams into each mold with a wet thunk you feel in your teeth. Wooden sticks descend like spears, robotic fingers stabbing them dead center, never off by even a millimeter. Miss by 2 millimeters and the stick tears out when you bite. Unacceptable. Now comes the gauntlet. The molds plunge into a brine bath at -42 degrees. Liquid salt colder than the Arctic night. The ice cream hardens in seconds, shell forming like armor. Then, up, out, dripping frozen brine that flashes to vapor the instant it hits the air. Steam everywhere. You can't see 5 feet ahead. It's beautiful terror. Robotic claws, delicate as a surgeon yet strong as a bear, snatch each bar from its mold. No human hand could move this fast. They whirl the bars toward the chocolate waterfall, a curtain of liquid cocoa thundering down at 40 degrees, thick as molten lava. The bars dive through it. Once. Twice for the double dippers. Chocolate clings, hardens in mid-air, forming that crack you live for. 1 bar every 0.3 seconds. Miss the timing by a tenth and the coating shatters too soon or stays gooey. They never miss. Some bars don't stop there. They rocket toward the nut tornado, a cyclone of roasted almonds spinning at 200 kilometers an hour. The bars fly through the storm. Nuts slam into wet chocolate and stick like shrapnel. Others get stripes, spirals, drizzles of white chocolate fired from guns moving so fast they blur into light. Then the final test. A tunnel of liquid nitrogen at -196 degrees. The bars scream through it, surface flash frozen to -30 in 2 seconds flat. Any warmer and condensation forms inside the wrapper later, ice crystals that ruin the bite. Any colder and the chocolate blooms gray. They nail it. Every time. Wrappers fly in from both sides, foil blazing with color, folding around each bar at 400 per minute. Robotic arms never tremble. Lasers scan every wrapper for the tiniest tear. One flaw and that bar is gone, ejected into a reject bin faster than you can blink. Perfection or death. The bars rocket into spiral freezers, towers 30 meters tall where they ride a corkscrew of cold air for 12 minutes, hardening to the core. When they emerge at the bottom they're -25 degrees, unbreakable, ready for the world. But some don't get sticks. Some become sandwiches. 2 freshly baked chocolate wafers slam together around a brick of ice cream moving at 40 kilometers an hour. The force would crush a human hand. The wafers don't crack. They seal. Perfect every time. Others fill cones. Waffle cones still hot from the ovens roll past. Chocolate sprays the inside like a fire hose, then ice cream blasts in, swirling to the top. A final dollop. A sprinkle dropper rains color like machine gun fire. Then lids snap on and the cones vanish into cartons before you finish exhaling. At the end of the line, pallets stack themselves. Robotic forklifts that never sleep carry them into freezers the size of airplane hangars, -30 degrees, silent as tombs. From here they'll ship to every corner of the planet. From this war zone to your tongue in less than a week. Step back and look. Thousands of tons of ice cream born every single day. Millions of bars. Billions of smiles. All from this hidden battlefield of fire and ice where humans and machines fight side by side against chaos, against time, against anything less than perfect. This isn't a factory. This is where desire becomes real. And now you know the truth. Every lick, every crunch, every childhood memory you taste. It was forged in hell. And it was worth it. Welcome to the secret war behind your freezer door. Tell me, after seeing this, can you ever look at ice cream the same way again?